Hello everybody, this is Taylor Dawnstorm, and I'd like to welcome you to a new Let's Play on the channel. Now, as you may know, and as I will make sure that is known, Justice and I are doing a Let's Play of Fire Red version on the channel currently. We have not uploaded anything from this for quite some time, and this is mostly because Fire Red takes a lot of time. I have to draw the Pokemon. Justice has to go through and edit it. We both have to be online at the same time to record. And because of this, and because of my love of Pokemon, I felt like I wanted to start a new Let's Play with Pokemon Sapphire version instead. So we have it here. And I'm really excited because this game is the one Pokemon game that it didn't start everything for me. I started with Pokemon Red. I will happily admit that. I'm one of those people that's definitely a Gen 1er from here until I can't even say. I don't even know. What are words? Anyway, so this game is the first Pokemon game after Fire Red and Leaf Green that I got from a friend. She ended up trading me her Sapphire version for my Fire Red version because my grandparents wouldn't give me this game. And this is the first game where I went all the way to Elite Four and beat them like 5 million times over, and it is by far my favorite Pokemon game because I remember so much from it. It makes me so excited and so happy to show it off. And it's getting ready to start over again because I'm taking way too long in my talk. So, let me get all this started. I won't be surprised if there's going to be problems here, but that's fine. Alright. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Don't care. New game. Hi! Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Birch, but everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. This is what we call a Pokemon. And it's an Azrael, of course. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. We humans live alongside Pokemon, at times as friendly playmates, and at times as cooperative workmates. And sometimes we band together and battle others like us. But despite our closeness, we don't know everything about Pokemon. In fact, there are many, many secrets surrounding Pokemon. To unravel Pokemon mysteries, I've been undertaking research. That's what I do. And you are? Are you a boy or are you a girl? I'll play a girl. Alright, what's your name? New name. And we're gonna go with Sapphire because I am completely original in all my Pokemon names when it comes to Let's Plays. Totally. I'm also... don't know if it's gonna fit. No, we're not I am not misspelling anything else. Can I actually fit Sapphire? I cannot fit Sapphire. Apparently, I can't control myself. I'm gonna spell it with one P because I don't think I can fit. Dang it, I keep hitting the bat. Excuse me, I completely and totally screw up everything when it comes to spelling this character's name. I'll take 5 million minutes just to do nothing but spell a goddamn name. That's how I do it here on this channel. Alright. What am I spelling? What am I spelling? I don't even know anymore. Alright, I know Sapphire spelled wrong. That's the point, because you can't fit all of Sapphire in that. Yes, it's Sapphire. It's spelled wrong, but I don't care. Okay. You're Sapphire, who's moving to my hometown of Little Root. I get it now. Alright, are you ready? Your very own adventure is about to unfold. Take courage and leap into the world of Pokemon where dreams, adventure, and friendships await. Well, I'll be expecting you later. Come see me in my Pokemon lab. And here we go. I have to admit I agree with Justice on this one. Why in the world do you ride in the back of the truck? And whose truck is it? Because obviously the Pokemon that are unloading everything are not doing it from the truck that you get out of. At all. Sapphire, we're here, honey. It must be tiring riding with our things in the moving truck. Well, this is Little Root Town. How do you like it? This is our new home! Mom, I haven't even had 5 minutes to actually see everything. Why are you asking me this stuff? It has a quaint feel, but it seems to be an easy place to live, don't you think? And you get your own room, Sapphire. Let's go inside. Another question I want to ask. Why is it whose room did I have before? Why do I only have my own room now? It's obviously my mom and my dad that are there, so is it just the three of us sharing a room together? These are the questions, people. See, Sapphire, isn't it nice in here too? The movers Pokemon do all the work of moving us in and cleaning up after. This is so convenient. Sapphire, your room is upstairs. Go check it out, dear. Dad bought you a new clock to mark our move here. Don't forget to set it. Alright, but see, these guys are already in the house, so who the heck is moving? So many questions. So many questions. Alright, the clock is stopped. Better set it and start it. Now, for those of you who are too young to remember this, the reason why it is set to this clock instead of actually automatically knowing what time it is because, let's face it, before the DS was created, most, where's 7 o'clock on here? Because it's 7:30, so there's, times, what am I doing? I'm just gonna go around in circles until I get to 7. But anyway, the way the DSi was set up, or the Nintendo DS was set up, was that it actually, for once, completely and totally marked what time it was on your clock. So you didn't have to worry about this stuff in later games. But in the earlier games on the Game Boy Advance literally was just an object, a game place that you would stick the cartridge into and turn on. It didn't have a loading screen prior to there. There weren't apps to be uploaded onto it. So instead of having it that way, they had to personally set the clock for what time you played. So it meant that if you were in a time zone that played daylight savings time, but if you had daylight savings time, you had to get used to the fact that your clock was an hour behind or an hour ahead, depending on what time you set it. I got lucky. When I first had this game, Indiana did not actually have daylight savings time, so my time stayed the same throughout, but other people didn't. Yes, this is the correct time. Sapphire, how do you like your new room? Good. Everything's put away neatly. They finished moving everything in downstairs, too. Pokemon movers are so convenient. Oh, you should make sure that everything's all there on your desk. Alright. I know I should... Oops. Oh, Sapphire, quick, come quickly! Look, it's Petalburg Gym. Maybe Dad will be on. Interviewer, we brought you this report from in front of Petalburg Gym. Oh, it's over. I think Dad was on, but we missed him. Too bad. Oh, yes, one of Dad's friends lives in town. Professor Birch is his name. He lives right next door, so you should go over and introduce yourself. Alright, I'm gonna go upstairs, because I'm pretty sure there's something on my desk, like, legitimate. I'm not worried about reading the thing. There should be... item storage, withdraw item. Yes, there's a potion here. I'm taking that. That is mine. Turn off. Okay, so there's that. We're gonna keep going. So the big thing about this game that's going to be a little different than, like, say, Fire Red is the fact that, one, I'm playing alone, so Justice isn't playing this along with me. But aside from that, I also have it to where, that kid's gonna stop me before I do anything. I'm going to be playing this as a Nuzlocke, and the reason why is because I'm terrible at keeping myself to Nuzlocks unless I'm playing with somebody else and somebody holds me accountable to what I'm doing. The only the only 2 Nuzlocks that I haven't actually completely and totally bombed at is the sleep lock that Justice and I completely and totally did in stupidity of Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby a few weeks ago. And that was, you play the game and you don't go to bed. You have to either win the game or you lose as soon as you fall asleep. And so basically you sit there and play the game all in one sitting. And that's what we did. We stayed up for 32 hours and we did that. And then the other one that I've currently been pretty good about is my Fire Red version, but not Fire Red version, my Red version that I got recently. Or not recently, but a few months ago. I've been really slow to play it, though, so I figured in the time frame between all these, I'd try to do this and actually show off a Nuzlocke here. I don't know if it's gonna if I'm going to do too well. I suck at Nuzlocks generally. It's just kind of a personal thing, but I figured that I would try to figure everything out. Now, I'm not going to set up the rules for these. Most people know what Nuzlocks are. I have a couple of like specific rules that I change around. For instance, the forced encounters that you may have. Okay. Yeah, I'm not reading off what he said. He's basically going, you can't go this way, it's bad! So, yeah, I'm not gonna go that way. I'm gonna go in here instead. Oh, hello, and you are? I love how long it takes, like a ton of dots. It didn't take me that long to tell you, Sapphire. Oh, you're Sapphire, our new next-door neighbor. Hi! We have a son about the same age as you. Our son was excited about making a new friend. Our son is upstairs, I think. I love how she doesn't really fully know. Pokemon fully restored, items all packed, and... Hey, you! Who are you? Oh, you're Sapphire, aren't you? Moved in next door, right? I didn't know that you were a girl. Dad, Professor Birch, said that our new next-door neighbor is a gym leader's kid, so I assumed you'd be a guy. My name's Brendan. So, hi, neighbor! Huh? Hey, Sapphire, don't you have any Pokemon? Do you want me to catch you one? Ah, darn, I forgot. I'm supposed to go help my dad catch some wild Pokemon. Some other time, okay? I do have to admit that I appreciate the Brendan's, like, willing to go out of his way to catch you a Pokemon right from the get-go. Anyway, we're gonna continue on. And I think that now, yeah, now I can go. I can hear someone shouting down the road here. What should I do? What should we do? Somebody has to go help. Help me! I find this to be a lot more funny than the freaking... Hello, you over there. Please, help! Hit my bag. There's a Pokeball. Okay, before I do anything, I've got to pull up my... Okay. That's all been figured out. Oops, I did not mean to click that a second time. Okay. No. What was it? It's 1, 2, 3 is the fire starter. 4, 5, 6 is Mudkip. So, yep, I'm grabbing Mudkip. I had to think about, okay, so to quickly explain what I just did, I looked at the end of my trainer card. I have it written down in front of me which numbers I was supposed to get, depending on, like, what Pokemon goes with which numbers. 1, 2, 3 was Torchic, 4, 5, 6 was Mudkip, and 7, 8, 9 was meant to be Treecko. If I got a 0, I was allowed to choose my own Pokemon starter. That's generally how I start out my Nuzlocke, thanks to Justice. Justice does the same thing, and she kind of... It rubbed off on me, because I generally go for the Pokemon that I like the most otherwise. Okay. Now, the first time I played this, I played, obviously, regular Sapphire, and the first time I played Sapphire, I had a Torchic, a female Torchic, and ever since, gosh, I love Torchic so much. It's definitely my favorite starter in this gen. But besides that, I can't unsee Torchic being a female. Okay, Wild Poochyena faded. Mudkip gained 15 experience points. Woo! Professor Birch, woo! I was in the tall grass studying wild Pokemon when I was jumped. You saved me. Thanks a lot. Oh, you're Sapphire. This is not the place to chat, so come back to by my Pokemon lab later, okay? I love how you don't really get a chance to go back. He just takes you back. So, Sapphire, I've heard so much about you from your father. I've heard that you don't have your own Pokemon yet. But the way you battled earlier, you pulled it off with a plum. I hate that word so much. I guess you have your father's blood in your veins after all. Oh yes, as a thanks for rescuing me, I'd like you to have the Pokemon you used earlier. Sapphire received the Mudkip. Yay! While you're at it, why not give a nickname to the Mudkip? Sure, I'll give a nickname to the Mudkip. Since Finding Dory recently came out, I think I'm going to go with, Finding Dory / Pixar names. Not Finding Dory names, but Pixar-based names. So, because of that, and because I really don't care about the context of this, Mudkip is going to be named Woody, because Woody is my favorite. If I stop pressing the back button, oh my god. Woody's my favorite Pixar character. I am a total dork when it comes to that stuff, so W. Oh... there's 2 O's there. What am I doing? Woody. Okay. If you work at Pokemon and gain experience, I think you'll make a darn good trainer. My kid Brendan is out on Route 103 studying Pokemon. It might not be a bad idea for you to see Brendan. What do you think? Sure, I'll do so. Great! Brendan should be happy too. Get Brendan to teach you what it means to be a trainer. Alright, so that's where I'm going to leave this episode off here because I spent a lot of time talking and just kind of explaining things. But I'm a big Pokemon fan. I personally want to eventually LP each of the games on this channel just because I love it that much and I really do enjoy being a fan of it. I've been playing the game since I was like 5. So with that, if you liked it, press that like button if you're new to the channel and you want to join the team, feel free to subscribe. And I will see you next time here with Pokemon Sapphire.